Hey, it's D. It's a brand new episode coming right for you, right on the FTO network. Enjoy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of Table Cheese, brought to you by FTO Nerd Talk and Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm hosting this week, yet again, Anton 6 with 3 X's, professional podcaster at your service. And joining me, as always, we got D.
How's it going, everybody? This is D, FTO Nerd Talk. I feel like you should have taken a bow when you did that. And this is episode 12
Yep.
of Table Cheese.
A dozen.
Oh my goodness! Not even a baker dozen. That's next episode.
I mean,
it's good to be here.
Technically speaking, everything except for 13 is a baker's dozen.
Yeah. That's an ongoing joke, isn't it? I got a lot. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this episode. And
we haven't been able to get together for a couple weeks, and gaming has just been happening. Like, I have been in a rhythm, and then we're in fall. We are in all the games are coming out. We've had so many delays. We have things getting pushed into next year, but there is just constant releases right now, and then the ongoing games that I'm into are really just firing on all cylinders. So
one of the big ones right now is we talked about this off camera, but God of War is doing this thing right now.
God of War Ragnarok's out. I'm about 5 hours in.
Yeah, you're playing it. I'm watching it on MK Ice and Fire, and it has a whole different feel to it, man. I watched the first one play out. It is similar to it. I heard your recent episode of Cheesy Controller. Make sure you guys check that out. And you talked about how it's not going to reinvent the wheel, how this is going to be one of those games from Sony that's just going to keep on rinsing and recycling themselves that fans just going to get bored with. But I feel like this is some spoilers, not story wise, just like mechanics of the game wise. But I feel like having Atreus do his own solo thing and his own little story along with Kratos' story is something interesting to have. The actual story itself with the Viking gods and stuff like that is getting a little bit more deep, and I would say deeper than the original 3 games that came out back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, this is definitely I'm not saying it is the AAA photorealistic first party Sony. You have your exploration, you have your map markers, all the hallmark things. You have your walking through a narrow corridor, having a conversation with somebody. You have all of those staples, but this is just a really high quality one of those. And so it's really good. It's better than I was expecting in a lot of ways. But for me so far, God of War has just been I'm about 5 hours in, and the Atreus thing actually was because I had a feeling it was going to happen, but having it actually happen was a really big moment. So that was cool.
The first 2 hours, you gotta feel okay, this seems like something's about to go down.
Well, I mean, we've known, spoilers for God of War 2018, that Loki's supposed to kill Kratos. And so, one of the interesting things... See, I don't know how many... We'll talk spoilers probably in a couple weeks. I don't want to... the game's still fresh. It's the first weekend out. I'm streaming. I'm let me not...
I know the knowledge you're talking about, and it paints itself very well throughout all this, and I'm really interested in talking about this in the future. But I know what you're saying, and it seems like it's gonna get very Shakespearean here pretty soon. Let's just put it that way.
So it's gonna be it's been a great ride so far. I know I still have a lot ahead of me of it, but even the side stuff and the smaller things to do in the game are just so high quality and so fun. The game in its entirety is it's worth its entire asking price. It's worth the price of admission, especially since it runs on PS4.
It's gorgeous. The quality to it is absolutely
gorgeous. On PS5, that's one of the things I was talking about earlier on Cheesy Controller was it is way it's an amazing looking game. Coming off Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is an amazing looking game, like finishing that
Mhm.
game on PS5 and doing the DLC that's only on PS5, and then playing this, like this game looks top tier.
Agreed. I from what I've seen so far, I can't say that like it's gonna be the game of the year. As most of you know, FTO does have like a wrap up coming up pretty soon, which is like the best of the best of TV, movies, actors, all that for like the year. And I can't put God of War right now on the game of the year. I do still think that's Elden Rings, like spoiler for that, but
Well, yeah, let
like
me send you my list for that. So,
please.
because I'm doing like an individual list for Cheesy Controller, and I can send you that list
I'm in for it, absolutely.
to
And
having your wrap up.
I really want to I want to give you a nod on the show. Like it's gonna be like a full podcast all about the wrap up. I hope you guys check it out. But I do think Elden Ring. This is like a spoiler for all of you. That's top game. Like it
Yeah,
is.
Elden, like I'm playing God of War, and I knew God of War was going to be good, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's better than I expected, but it's
Yeah,
still not Elden Ring.
it's not. It's not. It just isn't like that Elden Ring game, dude. They did so much. They put so much detail inside of it. They put so
Right.
much nuance inside of it. Like
God of
it's
War is like a 9.9. Elden Ring is a 10.
straight 10. Straight 10.
Right.
Like anyone who says otherwise, they didn't understand the game. So like yeah, I'm sorry for you.
So yeah,
But that
I'll definitely send you my list because I should have like a solid top 5 and like some honorable mentions, and my list is going to be interesting this year because this year's been like weird with gaming, and like I always have like my best old game, like the game that didn't come out that year that I
yeah.
played. It'll be like a couple years old, but like last year my best old game was Miles Morales, because Miles Morales came out in 2020, but I didn't beat it until 2021, and
21.
so I was like, yeah, shout out to Miles Morales as like the best old game, and so like I have a best old game ready for 2022.
There you
and I'll
go.
have my top 5 of like actual this year releases.
Oh, yours gonna be thorough then. You got like a lot of nuance inside yours. That's gonna be cool to see
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Our Game of the
Uh,
Year episodes are always fun. So, and I'm thinking of doing Game of the Year at Radic Records and like doing it later in the day. Just, get some drinks going and just
there it
get
is.
to.
There it is. You got to celebrate it for sure. Oh yeah. Ah man. Like, but you also said you played a game recently. A game that you've been going hard on, the Final Fantasy game, right?
Yep, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I finally beat it. I did it. Nobody can tell me shit. I did it. I've been.
Pros and cons about the game so far.
Honestly, the cons are it's not more of it. I know Rebirth is coming out next year.
Wow. Didn't expect that. Wow.
So the thing is, like, my favorite game of all time is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, and
Obviously.
this is just everything. Like, I bought Advent Children complete on 4K Blu-ray, and I said I wouldn't watch it till I beat the game. Like, that was one of my personal rewards of like I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake. I watched that movie. That movie looks like trash compared to this game. Like looking at them side by side, like finishing Final Fantasy VII Remake, being Cloud fighting Sephiroth, doing that whole thing, and then watching that movie and Cloud and Sephiroth, like all of the characters that are one for one in both Tifa, Cloud, Barrett, like all Yuffie, all of them look significantly like their models just are 10 out of 10 miles better in Remake.
Now I gotta look it up as we're talking about it because I gotta see what the visuals on here look like. I saw the visuals about like 4 or 5 years ago when they were talking about this game coming out, so I haven't seen like any update of what this game looks
Oh
like
yeah,
currently.
if
So
you look at like the 4K 60 frames, like find one of those
Mhm.
on YouTube of Remake,
I gotta do it. Gotta
because
look it up right now.
it's ridiculously good. And like, so I Zack Fair is my favorite Final Fantasy VII character, and I had watched the ending of the original Final Fantasy VII and or, like before I beat it, because like I was hearing about it in Game of the Year conversations, and the name Zach came up, and I was like, all right, I gotta watch this ending. I'm like, y'all are. I
I'm
play.
sorry. I'm watching it right now, and like the mechanics is insane. First off,
Oh
first and
yeah,
foremost,
the battle
the mechanics.
system's great. Like that's the
Good God,
thing.
it's fluid. It's fast. It's like
Oh
Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts,
yeah.
but
Tetsuya Nomura. This is what Nomura is doing right now. Like
good God.
from Kingdom Hearts, this guy like that's why the story of Final Fantasy VII. You know, it's a story. This
Yeah,
shit just got crazy. Like the DLC, the last like hour of the DLC is just like, oh. So like I know a lot of people played this game. The game sold really well. But
right.
the trophy data on PSN is showing, considering it's like this DLC is only available on Steam, Epic, and PlayStation. It's not on Xbox or Switch in
Wow.
any form. But the trophy data on PlayStation, the primary platform, is showing not enough people have played it and beat this DLC. Play and beat the DLC. It has a post-credit scene that, as a fan, just has me. I was like, I need Rebirth right now. Like Crisis
I heard
Core.
you talking about it on GZ Control. Like you got really into like that final scene. Yeah, you got really into it.
Shit's
So
crazy.
it's
Like,
it's worth taking part in. It's worth like for the fans, anyways. It's worth getting yourself involved into it.
oh yeah, definitely. Like the DLC is straight up to like the fans because it has stuff from Dirge of Cerberus. It has stuff from Crisis Core. It has stuff from like Final. Like Yuffie, I think was an optional party member in the original Final Fantasy VII. So
The bosses in this is just insane. You see Barrett inside of it. Well, I see Tifa doing her thing. Like the cutscenes are.
mhm.
You're right. Like when it comes like to the Advent Children, like this is nothing. It's like a Disney film from like the 40s. That's how different these two are. This is crazy.
Right. So yeah, 7 remake really ready for Rebirth. Crisis Core Reunion is gonna be my next one. Like I'm playing God of War. I gotta beat God of War by mid December, and so when Crisis Core Reunion comes out, I can just play the crap out of that game.
All right, so like I want to start like bringing in like a rating system, like a five point rating system for things that we're playing or talking about. And let's start it out with this remake. If you had to give a rating to this table wise, to like some table cheese, some charcuterie, what would you rate this game here?
I'd say 5, like solid 5.
Wow.
I mean, it's 7 remake, 1 game of the year all over the place. Like I'm late to the party of like beating it and like really appreciating it for what it fully is.
I get you.
But I mean, yeah, great game.
All right, 5. Oh man. Whew. You've wow. All right. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, but
Right, yeah, but that's the thing. Most things that I play extensively, like most games I beat, like it has to be a 5 in my book to get fully done, you know?
I get it. I get it.
Cuz like
But
it's not like watching a movie or a show or whatever where you can be passive. Like it's active media. Like you have to like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart sitting on my SSD, not playing itself. Like I could put on a show in the other room and like walk away for 5 minutes and come back and the show will still be going. But like even if I start up Ratchet and Clank and put the controller down and go away for 5 minutes and come back, it's going to be exactly where I left it. It's just going to be an extra 5 minutes on my game clock.
this is it. This is what everyone should be doing. Then that's what you're talking about. This and God of War. Is it too soon for you to to
Yeah, it's
rank
definitely too
God of War?
soon.
Okay,
Way,
too
way, way,
soon.
way too
Okay.
soon.
I know before. Like that's what started all this. Like with me asking you about your 20-hour view postpone assessment of games. You need like a good couple of hours of gameplay before you can put any kind of like stamp
Well, I
on a
mean,
review.
I know I'm at the point where I know what God of War is. Like I've played enough combat sections, enough exploration sections, enough like puzzle traversal stuff that I understand what God of War is as a video game.
Yeah.
And I'm down for 35 more hours of that. I'd say, like, you know,
No,
I'd
I get it.
I could see myself actually going for the platinum on it because like a lot of the completionist stuff is more like incentivized. Like I feel motivated more so lately to go out of my way and do the side stuff in God of War.
I get that too. And like I feel like some like the puzzles are gonna get a little bit harder inside this God of War game as opposed like to like the random fighting and leveling up that you see inside of Final Fantasy. But that still sounds like both games are definitely a must play. Like if you want something to play for the end of the year,
Oh
check out
yeah.
both of these games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Final Fantasy VII Remake, if you catch it on a Black Friday sale, definitely get that.
Mm-hmm.
God of War, you're probably not going to get on a sale for a while,
No.
but
I think that was their point to come out like this late in the game too, so it wouldn't be on a sale, so they get like the full value of the game. That
right,
people,
it's going to
people are
sell
going to
like
buy it.
crazy. Like that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like I'm the only one on Cheesy Controller that has it, and like Radic has it, but like Jalen, Chris, and Madrid, none of them have it, and those are just going to be sales that are probably going to happen between now and the end of the year because
Just keep on racking up. Yeah, I'm here for it though. Like I want to see this game like improve. I want to see like some spin-off games because like I did hear like they're not going to stop to go back to God of War. They're not going to stop making like God of War games and spin-off God of War games in the future either. So they're just going to keep on going.
well, I mean, we'll see. I'll see when I beat the game where they leave the story because I'd like for God of War to go away for a while. So when
I
it
think
comes back, it's special.
you know what? That's very comic book terminology right there. Like having characters died and come back for a while. Like I get that mentality because like come think of it, God of War never really has like gone away for a while. Like it's always come back at PSP games. It's always come back at like at other iterations of games, like small mini stuff. So like I get what you're saying with that. But I wouldn't mind seeing some spinoffs. I wouldn't mind seeing some spinoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they could probably. I think they're doing a show.
Yeah, on Netflix.
So, like, that'll be a huge thing of, like, driving people towards getting into God of War on PlayStation. So, like, that, I mean, that's really what PlayStation's been doing for a while now, where they try and position themselves in a place of, like, we have this game, we're going to put this game out, the hardcore gamers are going to buy the game, and then we're
Mm-hmm.
going to release something multimedia to like get people in. Like they're planning for it better than CD Projekt Red planned for it. Like CD Projekt Red knew like it would boost it, but like it took time, and but PlayStation's planning from the like God of War Ragnarok's in development, and they're already planning to do the show. So
Right.
when the game can come out on its own pace, but they also have the time to work on the show concurrently because the show will probably cover the first game, and so I could see like that being a season of a show being the first game, and then while they're working on the second part, so they don't. It's not like they're like driving the train, laying the tracks out in front of themselves. Like that part of the track is built. You guys just retread it while we set up the track for the next part. And we're going to do that in the game first, and then we're going to probably do that in the show, depending on the success of the show, because people are forgetting video game shows can be terrible.
They were not always the best. Like
Right.
they did not or they did not start out being as epic as they are currently. So yeah.
Right. We're in
Yeah.
a great like the golden age of television. Like
Yeah.
we're in the, like film and TV. Like we're is that Studio Ghibli thing out? Do you know?
The crossover with Disney that they're doing with the
Yeah.
Pokemon thing. Yeah, I think it is
Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Pokemon, shout out Ash. You won. You did it. My day one. My A1 since day one.
Good
10
job,
before
buddy.
I turned 10. 10 long after I turned 10.
Took him a while, but he got there. He was
It's
a
like-
trainer for a while, wasn't he?
I mean, he's now the number one trainer in the entire
Yeah.
world. He like
Yeah.
beat all the champions. Beat like Leon was like the strongest champion, and he beat Leon. But I mean, he won the Pokemon League last time. That's how he qualified to be in like the Masters tournament now.
You know, Ash is doing it, and I know like the loyalists are happy for him. Like this
I think
36-year-old boy is doing his thing.
Right.
No one knows how
So
old Ash is. No one knows. No one knows
he's 10.
how old he is.
10.
Is he supposed to? Is he 10? Still
He's
10?
10. He's still 10.
You get the Bart Simpson syndrome. Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right, right on.
Ash Ketchum has been 10 for 20 years. So 25 years.
Going strong. So to take a break for a second to talk about the next topic we're going to be talking about. We got two more topics we're going to be bringing up. But the Nintendo Switch Indie World Showcase happened recently. I wonder, like, did you have any thoughts or opinions about that?
I know they showed some cool games, some games that I've like heard good things about on other platforms. Like I have Inscription on PlayStation. I just haven't gotten around to Inscription. I know that's come in there. Rogue Legacy 2 is a big one that I know. I didn't actually watch the showcase. It happened while I was at work, so I was like seeing the updates. And I mean, their indie world, like if something looks insane in the recap, then a lot of times, especially with these like compilation kind of showcases where it's like, oh, they're showing a lot. They're not showing a lot of any one particular thing. They're showing a little bit of a lot of things.
Yeah, it looks like that way. Yeah.
So, Sports Story I know is December. I still need to beat Golf Story, but I know a lot of people are really going to be excited for that. It's coming out around the same time as Crisis Core Reunion, so...
Oh, look at that.
Right, we got kind of a... I'm sorry, Sports Story. Like, you might get you on sale later on, but I need to beat Golf Story before I play Sports Story.
You're anything if not loyal to your games, man. I feel you. But it seems like they got a lot of cool games. They all seem very interesting in their own right. But
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This showcase was, if you have a Nintendo Switch, which a lot of people do, here's some games that you can check out. Yeah. Like Black Friday's coming up. You're going to get gift cards. You're going to get whatever. Hop on the eShop and like give some of these a spin.
See, this is the second time you said Black Friday. I feel like we should do a Black Friday episode next time. That should be our next episode. Black Friday. What games to pick up for Black Friday?
I don't know if I'm going to do pickups like that. Like my Black Friday, typically, I'm going to get a couple JRPGs on like ridiculously good sale. I'm probably going to get a year of PlayStation Plus. I'm going down from the premium tier to the extra tier because the premium tier is just like... I'm like, it'd be worth it if, like, if they supported the premium at the same rate that they supported the extra tier, it'd be worth it. But they do not. They support the extra tier, and you get the residuals of that being premium because you get everything in the extra tier. But the extra money that you're spending to be in the highest tier, not worth it at all. So like Black Friday is my time of like getting my PlayStation Plus for the year. Like it expires the first week of December, so by the end of November I need to re-up for the next year, and I'm not re-upping at premium. I'm going to extra because all the things that I've really cared about from the revamped PlayStation Plus has been essential and extra. There have been things that I was excited for ahead of time, but then tried them and was like, oof, no thanks.
See, all the more reason we need to talk about it because like you got like a whole process behind this, man. I feel it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like I've had PlayStation. You needed PlayStation Plus for online starting in the PS4. I had PlayStation Plus a few times on PS3 and Vita when it was just kind of like your instant game library. Like that was kind of their pitch of like, oh, you get all these games, and so sometimes it'd be cheaper to get PlayStation Plus. Like, especially with the Vita. The Vita, it was cheaper to get PlayStation Plus that came with Uncharted and Gravity Rush and all these games than it was to buy these games individually.
Get that, too. Well, Yeah,
So
that reminds me of, like, the old days when I used to get some 360 or PS3 games. I feel that.
yeah, and I mean, like Black Friday, I have a lot of memories of like going. I got the orange box on Black Friday. I got Persona 4 Arena on Black Friday. So I'm looking at Diofield Chronicles and Valkyrie Elysium. I'm
There it
thinking
is.
those are going to be the Black Fridays. Like, hopefully, there's like a Square Enix sale, and but then again, I'm
There
also
probably was a cool
looking
visuals.
out for
Cyber
like,
Monday.
yep, Cyber Monday
Yeah,
Steam sale, cuz
that'd probably be the better option right there. Probably, I think, like the Cyber Monday, like especially Steam stuff, since like they're trying to like sell this new device, is probably the better option to go for.
yeah, and I mean Steam, it'll be like buy this entire series of 12 games for $7.
Hey, I'll do it. You got me.
Right.
You got you have some more stuff you wanted to talk about.
Well, yeah, I'm finally back. Well, actually, I didn't ask you about this one ahead of time, but I thought about you while listening to a podcast today talking about it. Kevin Conroy has passed away at 66. How, as the man with a Batman tattoo, the
It's
Dark Knight of News, how are you
it's
feeling?
it's been hitting me pretty hard. Not gonna lie to you, man. Like it was. I was very surprised. I didn't believe it at first when I first heard the news break. Uh, I was jaw dropped. Like it is it's surprising for sure. I've been following his Twitter for a good couple of years now. Like dude like presents himself as the Batman, like in real life and like in his performances because
And I,
he will call everybody out constantly.
yeah, like that's the thing. I hadn't realized how many things he's been Batman in.
So many.
Like Injustice, apparently the Arkham
Hmm.
games. Like,
He's even played like
wasn't he?
Thomas Wayne a few times.
Wasn't he in Multiverses?
Yeah, yeah. He was the voice of the Batman, and it's it's he has been my Batman. He has been my kid's Batman. Like it's a rough go, man. It really is. Like I've been trying to like not to think about it as much,
Sorry for
but
like, but I just Batman guy number one. Like
bro,
anything
like
happens with Batman, and like you were first, you're on top of the priority list of like, what's D's gut check on this?
it's hard. It's a solid punch right to the knees. Like really is. And like I've been trying like to be like internet silent about this because like otherwise I'll just keep on talking about it, and I can't do that. But it's a deep cut, man. Like it's a you hear like how my voice just drop a couple octaves. Like this
End of an
Conroy,
era.
it is. It really is. It's a. Whew, it is. All right, that's my moment of silence for the
Yeah.
Dark Knight himself. Like may he rest in peace.
Yep.
I'm
Rest in
actually
power.
like I'm gonna dedicate my next episode like to Kevin Conroy. Like my next episode of FTO podcast is gonna be like dedicated to Conroy. So for sure, like I'm gonna say, man, like most that, and even like when there was properties that I didn't even like the Killing Joke, I still watched it because he was a part of it. Like I didn't even care. Like it's Conroy. Who cares? Who cares if it's not good? It's Kevin Conroy. I'm watching it. I'm taking part in it. I don't give a damn. I'm watching it. Arkham Knight, Kevin Conroy. I'm on it. Who cares? I'm on
I
it.
wonder, like, I don't know if Batman, because I know they said Batman is dead is like a lot of the promotional stuff for Arkham Knights, but
Yeah.
there was there's something in it that brings people back to life that apparently that like the entire story is focused around.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I wonder if Kevin Conroy will be immortalized. Like if that's one of his most recent performances as Batman would be Arkham Knights.
Especially in the monster gaming community, for sure. I do think that DC and probably Warner Brother like Montreal should probably do something to honor this man for sure.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, sticking on the superhero train, going from DC to Marvel, like their Stan Lee memorial. I
yeah,
know in Spider Man, so
Like most of you who know me know I'm not like the biggest Stan Lee fan, but like I still respect like the work he put out there, like what people like about him, like the work that we've seen that he helped create. So yeah, like just as much as we love and respect Stan Lee, we should definitely show that to like the actors who help perpetuate these characters like Kevin Conroy. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And while we're
Cool.
on Marvel Snap, I got
Like
you. I think the last time we recorded, I had finally gotten you to decide to check it out. And since then, it's just been text messages of like,
me slandering you the entire time.
this game is ruining lives in these streets.
Like, yeah, I'm on
Yep.
it right now, man. Look at this guy. I think I've gotten up to. I go by like these the
The
powered.
green, the collection level. The green
I'm
number in the middle. What's that?
I'm at 336 is where I'm at
Fucking
right
shit, man. I'm
now. Yeah,
231.
I went hard, dude. I went hard. No,
I've been going hard. Like that was the thing I compared with Jalen earlier because I know Jalen's also been playing, and like I'm significantly higher than Jalen, but like you're 100 over me. Jeez.
It's comic book accurate, man. Like it's comic book accurate. It's not this MCU stuff. It's comic books. Like I had to get into it. I heard your review on Cheesy Control. Like they do like the pause thing where there's a new character that shows up that you haven't seen before. Like there's different kind of ways every single week for like new cars you can get. It seems like it's never ending with the amount of cards you can get, the boosts they have for it, the different kind of like effects from epic to legendary to shiny for the cards and where they look.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
I saw
fun.
Jessica Jones the other day that I was like, you had to have put so much time and effort into upgrading this Jessica Jones because like I have that same card, but mine's just like 3D. Like this was.
I think I only have two that's shiny. It's Odin and it's the Thing. Those are my two shiny cards right now.
I have
Odin's a badass card. I like
Miles, and I think I might have one other. Like my Medusa might be
shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made 7 decks so far, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them are a little cheap. It's whatever.
I mean, hey, you gotta win. This is here's the thing about this game. They just threw you into ranked. There is no such thing as unranked. It is all every single game matters towards your overall standing in the global community of Marvel Snap players.
You get it. You get it completely. That's the way it goes, man. And like they didn't give you any preset cards, so you had to make all your decks yourself. Like, all right, well, what? Screw this. I'll make whatever I want. I got an ongoing deck. Yeah. I got an on reveal deck. See, I got like
I have 9 decks total. And like so I started off there's just deck 1. Then I dated one that I made 10, 26, 22. And so and then like I have Halloween, Symbiotic, deck number 6, Variations, deck 8 and deck 9.
Nice. That's a cool deck. I like that.
Yeah, Variations. Oh man.
Yeah. That's the Variation sounds cool. I like that.
Because
what's your favorite card so far?
Like to play or like art wise?
Like to play. Whenever like you see this card come out in the game, you get like you may got a chance of winning. What's that? What card is that?
I mean, it'd probably be between like in late game Devil Dinosaur.
Okay.
Or who's the other one? Oh, Spider Woman.
Okay. I can respect that. That's fair. Definitely.
Like I like Miles because like Nightcrawler and Miles have been like the duo that goes into a lot of decks.
They work with each other big time, yeah.
So Nightcrawler early on, move Nightcrawler to where I need to move Nightcrawler. If there's a zone that gives +2 power for moving there, do that. Bam. Then Miles is in my hand with the cost of 1. Play that. But Spider-Woman will be like, oh, they are definitely like destroying me in this area. Play her. They have 4 cards, -2 to all of them. And then she has like power of like 5 or 7, like something really good. So like boost my number like. And then plus if I have anybody like what is her name? The character that gets +2 anytime, Angela. Yeah, so having like
Wolfgang does that too, yeah.
So So yeah,
it's hard to use Wolfbane though. It's hard to use her.
yeah, I had Wolfbane like early on, but it's just kind of gotten replaced with, I'd say, like Captain America. Iron Man I
Yeah,
haven't been using a lot. Like Iron
because
Man I feel like is finicky. Like
he's fickle. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, agreed. Like you
I
gotta have
prefer
like a high point.
Ironheart. Ironheart will just like Ironheart
Everyone,
is inherently more random, but yeah, it's just like,
everyone gets points. That's one of my favorites also. Like Ironheart and Kazar. Those are my two go to. And
and
Scarlet
Blue
Witch.
Marvel is
He's hard to use. He costs so
he's
much.
yeah, 5. Like
Yeah.
unless you have something that's reducing the cost, like a zone that's
Mm-hmm.
reducing cost or giving you extra energy,
He's hard
like
to use.
he's situational, but I feel like he's worth the spot in the deck to just
Because
because
everyone
I'm
gets power, not just certain heroes and villains. Yeah.
right. America Chavez is like my, like, who is your 6
Go
cost?
to
Yeah, because I'm either America Chavez or Apocalypse.
Odin.
Maybe Onslaught.
Odin.
Odin.
Yeah. I always feel like I always keep an ongoing or on reveal and popping that Odin. Like he's a clutch card, man. He's a hardcore clutch card.
Yeah, I got
Like
3D Odin, so that's the
I
other thing. The 3D effect on this game,
crisp.
like even when you're playing and like sometimes I'm playing and I'll like lean my phone and see like all the 3D and frame break and like all the effects just kind of happen in sync, like just because I'm like playing laying down and I lean like and my phone goes with me.
They put a lot of detail into this game. Like it's a simple card game, but they put a lot of detail into it. Like they definitely wanted us to get into it.
And so the news that's been really big and I'm like really excited for is getting a PvP mode this year. I thought it
I'm
was
gonna
early next year, but it sounds like it's going to happen this year. It's going to be a totally new way to play the game. Each player will have 10 life, and the winning player deals damage to their opponent equal to the stakes of the game. So it seems like it's going to be.
last longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna find me some Anton 6 and just own them.
Yeah, no, bring it. Let's go. I'm trying to catch all the smoke because since it's not ranked,
It's
like I'd
such a
rather
fun game.
run into you in PvP and get the floor wipe with me than run into you in ranked and have to really like
That would not be
sweat
fun.
it out.
Like he actually knows what he's doing. I do hope we get like some very more interesting locations. That's because the locations are always like the clutch. That's why I like Scarlet Witch because you got a crap location.
I'm scared of using her because
She will
like
mess your life up. Yeah.
yeah.
She can be positive or negative. You never know. Yeah.
So yeah, she's one that like I get worried when I see her in somebody else's deck, but she's not in any of the decks that I currently use at all.
Got her like in 4 of my different decks. I need to put Storm in some of my decks because she does like something similar to that. She
Do I have
floods.
Storm? I don't think I have Storm yet.
She floods. She floods the location. I need to. I don't have her in any of my decks, but like, she's a good clutch card to have. Like when you get like a bad location for sure.
So,
Ranking?
well, I wanted to know: have you gotten the Warriors of Wakanda Battle Pass yet?
No, man.
No?
I'm weird about buying stuff on games, but like those cards are so good. I got Nakia. I got her, and I think I got who else? I think I know I have Nakia. I just acquired her, but I haven't gotten anyone else from that battle pack yet. Okia and Nakia. I think I have those 2 cards currently. Those are only 2 out. I want the Black Panther bad because his powers are incredible. Like the way
And
he
I
does.
mean, like if you were to get it, like even what level are you on that? That's the purple level.
I think I'm not that far on that one to be honest with you. Like I haven't done that great with this. The first one I had, I was pretty decent, but after that, I'm on number 10.
Okay, so you're further than me. I'm only on 3 because it's only been out a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, if you were to that 9.99 is sitting there, like apparently the way it's been getting people is if you see Wakanda Forever, you come out and you're like, God damn it, I need to need to get these cards.
That's how that goes usually, right? You said you haven't watched it yet. You haven't watched Wakanda Forever. You said it's on the list of things you're gonna watch. I
Yeah.
gotta watch it. I gotta watch it tomorrow. Like I have to watch it tomorrow. I don't think tonight's not gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
just it's almost 5 o'clock p.m. here Eastern time, and no, there's no chance I can get like for the weekend release. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Whew. Oh man, you got me so pumped with that game, dude. Like this is how it's gonna be when I get myself a console. We're talking about games. I get excited, man. And when I get excited, I'm a very competitive person. Let's just put it like that. I'm a very competitive. I don't like to lose. I like to see myself as a person who knows how to win stuff. But man, especially like games that are made to be competitive. Whew, my ranking was pretty high on Magic the Gathering. I got all like the achievements on there. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm super down. Like,
we gotta get this
because Marvel
PvP going.
Snap, like, that's the thing. I'm convincing everybody I know. Just get on your phone. Just give it a try. You
Just
know.
get it. I know you see me on Twitter just talking about it like crazy. Yeah. The Odin card, like there was a card that says put one card here and multiply all the cards in this same area, and I put the Odin card there, and it literally looped for 2.5 minutes. Like, yeah, that was fun. They need to fix that for sure.
That's how you bully people.
Troll, leave, dude. Just get out of here. Just let me win. Just retreat. Please just retreat. I forgot to snap. Just retreat.
Oh, so looking, the algorithm's listening. I have Twitter up on my other screen. It refreshed, and apparently credits are full. You can't have over 5,000 credits chilling on your account. Like after a certain point, you're gonna have to spend them on upgrading cards. Like that hasn't been a problem for me because I've just been upgrading cards.
That's interesting. All right then. I guess I
I'm
gotta
more
put some
so
money into
hurting
it.
for credits than getting to the point where I'm maxing it out.
Maybe I'll make it a limit. Like I'll do like the premium one day. It's only $10, but then that's maybe I'll put $10 more into it after that. Then I'm done. Like I'm not going any further than that.
Well,
Like
I mean,
I
that's the thing. Like, you got to think about it in the sense of,
developer.
well, you're getting your money's worth out of it.
You are. You're right.
That's the
Like
thing.
I
So,
enjoy
like,
it.
it makes more sense to spend money. Like, you're actively playing Marvel Snap than, like, buying a game on Stadia, for instance, that you're not necessarily, like, Marvel Snap is with you at all times.
Yeah.
We all have that in the middle of the day, just hop on. It'll be a quick game, get a snap off, like catch an unsuspecting person on their lunch break.
I have done that already. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
quite a few times. Like you know what? I want to take a little break from from this workout. Let's play some Marvel Snap. I've done it at the gym. Not gonna lie to you.
Yep.
Such a good game. If I did have to rank this game though, it'll probably be. I don't like doing halves, but I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna do it 4.5, and it's only a half because like we said before, you only get 6 rounds. I think go to 10 rounds, it'll be a straight 10, straight five for me after the 10 rounds for sure.
I think that's part of the brilliance of it is to keep it short, keep it concise,
Mm-hmm.
keep it moving. Like I think the 6 rounds is like great. Like I'd say this game's a 5, like just because I mean it's like mobile game of the year. Like it's
Yeah.
taking over, and like that's the thing. Even people who like I'm not typically a mobile gamer. Like you said, you're not the type of person who typically would play mobile games, but like the quality of the game is just so there that it's worth it.
And like I mean, I'm not real big on Marvel like I used to be either. So like and like that on top of it just makes it just this is a good game. And like I know familiar characters on top of it too. This is a good game, man. Like and you just add a new list to my to my wrap up year mobile game, and like that is definitely on the list. The Marvel Snap may be like the mobile game of the year for sure. and I've been playing a few mobile games. But as you said, I'm not like the biggest in the mobile games. Like I just play stuff to pass the time. But this one here, I'm invested. If they put this on the
Right.
console, I
It's
would
not
definitely.
just to pass the time. It's actually
Mm-hmm.
enjoyable. Is an
Mm-hmm.
enjoyable way to pass the time.
Exactly. We got one more story to talk about, and I know you're pumped for this one.
What was the last one? You'll have to refresh me.
It wasn't a Pokemon. Did we get
Oh,
into Pokemon? I know like
Pokemon.
we
Who?
briefly talked about Ash winning, but like
Yeah,
I know like you
Ash
want to
did
go a little bit
win.
more deep inside of it.
Ooh, Scarlet and Violet. I'm
There it
skipping. It's
is.
just hard
Yeah.
pass. Like we have gotten to the point now that no, it's, I'm playing God of War now. Pokemon's like next week. I'm not gonna be done with God of War by then. Uh,
Did you just kick Pokemon out of the bed, man? Is that what just happened?
dude, like, so the game leaked. There are the
Ooh.
entire game is out there, and you can run in a Nintendo Switch emulator on your computer right now if you wanted to do it. I highly don't recommend pirating the game, but
Don't do that. No, that's just bad news for you. Just don't
right.
do it.
So don't do that. But there are people that are out there that are doing that and are data mining the game and revealing everything. Like they are talking about legendaries that are in the DLC that hasn't even been announced yet. There's just code in the game for DLC, and it's like, oh, these
Wicked,
legendaries are going to get new forms.
wicked.
So
Yeah,
story spoilers don't seem to be out there too heavily, but like
jeez.
legitimately the entire Pokedex and the entire Pokedex shiny and everything is out there.
Speedrunner already exploring the game. There's lots of things like this you can do to break progression. Yeah, there's a lot of talks about this. A lot of talks about this.
And so like that's the thing. All the news is out there, and
Yeesh.
like I follow a couple Pokemon leaks accounts on Twitter, and just between all of those,
There's a page called Central Leaks on Twitter. You can probably hit up.
yeah, that's
They,
one of the ones that I follow. I don't want to put them on blast because they're a
oh
reliable
no.
source.
You said they're not a reliable source, or
They
they are reliable.
are. Like
Okay.
every time once leakers start leaking the game, and like they will compile the information. Like that's a really good source.
Well, they are getting a follow for sure. So
Yeah. And I
I'm
mean, they're
definitely
like a
checking it out.
Spanish account, so like you'll see them tweeting about Spanish stuff. Just know they're worth it to be there.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Hey man, I got some Japanese ones that are the same way. Like you know what, I can't read a lick of this. My translator only catches some of it, but you know all that they're talking about is dead on. So there you go. I feel you.
yeah. The last thing we were talking about Pokemon coming out next week. I don't know the quality of this, but Skullgirls is getting a webtoon
What?
on November 18th. So
That's her game too, right?
yeah, my fighting game du jour is getting a webtoon. So we know I love my internet reading.
It's actually like since it's official from their Twitter page that it is coming out. Yeah, it's official 11/18 with new
Yeah.
chapters available every week.
Yep. So
Shoot
that'll
animation
be
too.
part of my Friday rotation. Like
You're
it'll
gonna
be
love that, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. I've been. Have you been watching any anime this season? I know it's been a
I,
couple weeks since we've caught up, so I need to
I
see.
haven't caught up on the new stuff. Like none of the new stuff I've been catching up on.
So no Bleach, no Chainsaw Man, no Spy
mm-mm.
Family, no My Hero.
I'm a don't scare me for this. I am a dub guy. I am not a sub guy.
I
So
mean, the Bleach dub has started. The Chainsaw Man
are they?
dub is about to start. Yeah.
Okay, well, like, yeah. Then, like, if that's the case, then absolutely. Like, I need to get on that. Hello, Hulu. Where have you been? Like, I didn't know that. Like, when I first checked out when it first dropped, it was all in Japanese. Like, I
Yeah, I
can't.
mean, I think the Bleach dub either dropped the first episode Monday or the first episode drops this coming Monday. But
Okay.
yeah, Johnny Young Bosch, like the Bleach dub's gonna be out here.
Well, there you go. Then I guess I'll be on it too. I know like there's a lot out there. I've been posting the top 7 animes every week, like Blue Escort and what's the other one? Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho. So
Mm-hmm.
I need Mob Psycho 100 to be on Hulu or Netflix or something that I have because I want to watch. Part 3 is on Hulu and it's
Right.
ongoing, but I need to watch part 1 and 2 so I can watch 3 because every time I'll sit there, I'll watch Bleach. It'll autoplay the next episode of Chainsaw Man. Autoplay My Hero, Spy Family, but I always have to find the remote when it gets to Mob Psycho because I'm like, I'm not starting off on season 3, episode 1.
It's just a hard go sometimes, man. I hear you. Oh, you're right. There it is. Dub and sub. First, what was it, like the first 2 episodes? Yeah.
Oh,
first 2
see?
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in there. Now
Now I got no excuse. I got 0 excuse. Now I got to do it.
you got Hulu. It's out dubbed.
So anything I say, like, just being an excuse now. So now I got to do it. You got me, dude. You got me. You always calling me out, man. You always calling me out. I love it. But that's all I've been watching so far. Like, just random stuff. I still trying to catch up on Attack on Titans. Waiting for that to get English dub, which is probably out right now. I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, I feel like that might be out because I know that they were airing that on Adult Swim for a while. So I feel like that is
It's hard. It's hard to watch in Japanese. It's so convoluted. Like, it's hard, like, to watch Attack on Titans with in nuance, I should say, in Japanese, because, like, they talk about so many things that are like just subtext of the show, but you got to pay attention to it. And if you miss one subtitle, you're rewinding it just to find what they're talking about.
Yeah,
But if you need that,
like that's the one that you have the pause button on the ready of
Exactly.
like 3 people are talking at once. They're all saying important things. It is just a stack of text at the bottom of the screen. Pause. Okay.
not doing it. Not doing it. can't do it. So, like, you get that completely. I'm glad you understand that.
Well, no, I'm reading it. I'm fucking.
You are pausing. And I do see that Spy X Family first season is English too.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So part 2 is still relatively new. So
Yeah.
that started airing right before Bleach started airing. So we might be getting into part 2 getting dubbed soon. So like if you haven't watched that, that's super wholesome.
Everyone tells me like it's really good. Like, I haven't heard one negative thing about Spy X Family.
Nope.
And the first 12 episodes are dubbed. So Spy X, Bleach, I'm on it. I'll check it.
You can't pronounce the X. That's the rule. I can't let you go out like that. It's not Hunter X Hunter. It's Hunter Hunter. And it's not Spy X Family. It's Spy Family. Can't let you go out. That's like.
I appreciate that. You give me that new card for me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Some people do say X though, right?
I mean, some people do. It's just not the like educated, not the connoisseurs.
Is that the spicy meatball? Gotcha. All right. Spy Family. I gotta watch that, and I gotta watch Bleach also. I'll get to it because now I've been shamed into it. So there you go. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I got 2 animes to watch next week. Twitter is a dumpster fire for all you who don't know. I just saw Elon Musk's Twitter. It's a complete dumpster fire right now. And hey, I am here to watch the remains of it. As long as like once certain people don't come back to Twitter, I'm good to watch what happens on there. So there you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be. They're probably gonna let him back, but it's probably gonna be burnt to the ground by the time he gets back. So.
It's probably he loses his election. It's the election in 2024.
Damn! You just mentioned elections, and I remembered what the fuck happened in Georgia.
Yeah.
Atlanta, y'all let me down.
Big time, like the white.
Well, Atlanta didn't let me down. The rest of Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Because I learned like the white men and white women of Georgia are the ones who voted for Trump, and that's why women not just don't. Hey, it's not really my place to talk about completely, but like, do they not know what's happening with their reproductive like situation? Are you serious? Why would you vote for that guy? That's very Handmaid's Tale, man. So weird, so weird. The South, man. South's a weird place.
Right. Georgia, like, well, we need to. Let me not go overboard. I was about to say Atlanta needs to secede from Georgia.
just,
You need
just
to be our
cut
state.
285 just need to cut itself away from the rest of Georgia.
That's like South Africa, right? They
There you go. We could be like Scotland. We could be like Scotland of England. Just cut ourselves completely off of the rest of the UK. I like it. I like the way you think, man. I like the way you think. Have Stacey Abrams as our governor. We're good to go. We're good to go.
right. So Atlanta, the final episode just aired. Like after this, I'm gonna go watch the Lucasfilm Disney Plus thing or the Studio Ghibli Lucasfilm thing,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do the final episode of Atlanta.
You got a lot on your plate, man.
I mean, that's like what 40 minutes, both of them together. So
Hey, no
I
shade.
didn't get to
I'm
watch
just saying.
Tales of the Jedi the other night. Like I fell asleep like 3 minutes into the first episode. So
I just got Disney Plus, so like I gotta watch Andor. Everyone's telling me Andor is phenomenal.
I haven't seen Andor. Like I've watched a little bit of Andor, but Andor hasn't blown me away yet. But like the sentiment every week on Twitter has been getting stronger and stronger, and like
You ever seen Andor? It's so good. What? Yeah. it's not like She-Hulk. It's so good. It's like this is what Star Wars should be. It's so good. It's like that's what I've been getting from that. Like they don't even compare it to Mandalorian, which I'm grateful for because I did not like Mandalorian. So yeah.
I did like Mandalorian. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well,
I did the Fortnite Battle Pass that season to get the Mandalorian skin in Fortnite.
Anta, what are you doing?
Oh, I got Spider-Gwen. I beat I did hit tier 100 on the Fortnite Battle Pass, so I got my Spider-Gwen.
Nice.
Across the Spider-Verse, the guy who played the main character in Get Out.
Get Out, Danny Kaluuya is going to be Spider-Punk.
Fuck yes.
Yes! Oh my goodness, yes, dude.
We're going to be eating next year because we're getting that movie and we're getting Spider-Man 2, the video game, which is definitely going to have costumes from that movie.
Oh, and like not many people know that like in a comic book, Spider-Punk is also black. So like this is like very comic book accurate also. Like, and dude, I remember when that news broke, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Kaluuya in a Spider-Man movie? Like, yeah. Yes. I hope he brings the British accent too. Look, bring the British accent, my dude. Please. Bring it.
Whatever he does, I'm taking.
Kaluuya's the man. Absolutely. So hopefully by next time you guys hear us, we have seen the Wakanda Forever movie. We have caught up on Spy Family. We have caught up on Bleach also, and one of us have finished God of War. So hopefully that's what.
That's not gonna happen by next week. So
no, it's not gonna happen next week. All right. Well,
I'm savoring this game. I'm not like no lifing it. I'm playing. Sitting down, enjoying a couple hours at a time, and just not like doing side stuff. I'm not golden pathing it. I'm not like tearing through it because we're not. Hopefully, we're not getting another one of these for a while.
Dude said hopefully. Slow it down, PlayStation. Slow it down.
Because, dude, there are like 8 Horizon projects, like. Between a TV show and a remake of the original game.
And a prequel, too, right?
And a third game and the PSVR game and like, oh man. So, yeah.
Was it that successful? Was like Horizon that successful?
I think it's like their third best-selling franchise.
Wow.
So, like, I think it was Spider-Man, God of War, and then Horizon.
All right.
So
didn't know that. Shit. I know like women were like a big fan of this game, so like that could be part of it.
Well, I mean, I know it's good. It's just like for me, it is the PlayStation Studios game that it's like I just can't. Like I put like 30, 40 hours in the original one and just didn't finish it, and then like the second one, I've just had like zero drive to get it. Like if I'm getting another PlayStation first party game. Between now and the end of the year, it'll be like Gran Turismo over Horizon.
Yeah. No, I get that too. I really do. And you got your work cut out for you, man. Like we're gonna have like a fun 2023. Hopefully I got myself a console by then. And we are going hard with all these things.
Hey man, let me know. Walmart just had PS5s, not in a bundle, in stock, just like online, no problem. the other day. Like, it's getting better and better by the day. And I mean, like, they were ramping up production, and like every time, like, they'd be like, well, what do you think about the supply of PlayStations? They're like, look, we are ramping up the supply. Like, we are working on it. It's a chip shortage. It's tough in these streets. We did not expect this many people to want it. And now they're finally catching up. Like, 2+ years later, like, we're finally getting to the point.
I think I'm gonna start buying games for my kids for their Switch. I need to find like at least like 3 like time consuming kid friendly games on the Switch that's not Animal Crossing.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Okay.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee.
And I'm not getting my kids into Pokemon. That'll destroy me, because if they get into it, they'll want all the Pokemon merch. Like, no, give me a different one.
You said they have Smash Ultimate. They probably already have Minecraft. I'm trying to think.
I do wish that that one game they love playing, that Roblox, was on there. I hear like it's supposed to be coming, but it's just not there yet.
Genshin Impact's supposed to be coming. You can get them addicted to gambling young.
What is wrong with you, Anton? Hilarious. Maybe not that one. Maybe not.
Fire Emblem's kind of mature.
Yeah, I think my oldest, she's 11. She may like that one. She might like Fire Emblem. She's been hardcore into Naruto of late, so.
Yeah, but Fire Emblem's a bit more mature than Naruto. Like, if you want to go anime route, the Demon Slayer game's out on Switch.
I saw the playthrough of that. Like, it's pretty smooth, actually. Yeah. And like, she likes Demon Slayer. The youngest can't watch Demon Slayer. They got nightmares. I tried it. my wife yelled at me for that one. So yeah, I didn't think it was being an effect on him. Wrong.
Well, let them watch Spy Family. They won't get nightmares off that.
No, is it really that friendly?
I mean, it's one of the characters is a murderer, but you know, it's also about a little girl. So
okay. So from like the kid's perspective, okay, then like I can get with that. It's not like some weird Japanese perspective, is it?
No, it's actually, it seems like it takes place in like a fictionalized kind of Europe type of deal. Oh. But it's about a spy, an assassin, and a telepath, and somebody who can see the future.
Okay.
And none of them know. Well, the telepath knows everybody's everything because she's a telepath, but
the other characters don't.
The assassin doesn't know the spy is a spy, and the spy doesn't know the assassin is an assassin.
Interesting. That sounds like fun, actually. I can see why people are talking about this. All right. Well, I think that's the show.
Yeah,
we went on for an hour and a half, a little bit longer than usual.
Well, looking at it, hour 2 minutes.
Is there like a? It is the weekend that they were recording this. Is there like a thing like you just can't stop talking about for the week besides God of War? Some or God of War stuff. There's something like you just can't get off your head right now.
I mean, the thing going into this next week, I'm glad I skipped Call of Duty. It seems like Call of Duty's not in the best shape this year.
I've heard that.
And then there's also, I need to finish the Overwatch 2 Battle Pass for this season. I just want to get that finished so I can keep it moving, be able to spend more time on God of War, and
All right, I get that. That's, and some nice quality time with your PlayStation and God of War. That's always a good time to have. For me, it's definitely Dave Bautista talking about wanting to do a Gears of War film or TV show. That is something that I've been thinking about quite a bit for the past couple of days, and I'm here for it because as much as I'm not the biggest Microsoft Xbox fan, that game itself really changed how we saw third view over the shoulder games, and make it happen. As we were talking about earlier in the show, the video game shows and movies, they're coming left and right. A lot of folks didn't like Uncharted. I watched it. I didn't think it was that bad. But Gears of War, man, if they really get the detail in this, it can be gold for sure.
Okay. Wow, just one last thing. It's just been too long, D. Wendell and Wild. Have
I
you
need to
seen
watch it? No, I need to watch it.
It's really good.
Someone suggested I watch it on Instagram. They want to hear my opinions on it.
Yeah, it's Black Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's what I keep hearing. It's straight up that like she's like a full on goth girl. It's really dark. It's kind of adult at times too. So Key and Peele are like the producers on it. I think they're in it too, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah,
They're Wendell and Wild.
So I need to get on it. You watched it though, haven't you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I really enjoyed it. Like, I could see, the fact that it came out after Halloween, like that would have been a really good one to watch leading into Halloween. Like, kind of an odd choice there, but it's fall. It's still like the weather's kind of in those patterns.
A little spooky-ish still outside. Is it gonna be like your new annual watch, like watching like most folks watch Nightmare Before Christmas?
Maybe.
Right,
I could see myself definitely watching it again for a Halloween. Maybe not like next year, maybe not every single year, but like I definitely could see doing it again.
All right. I got it. I gotta get on it. You're not the first person to tell me to watch this, so I definitely gotta watch it. You're right about Edge Runners, and that's a big one. Like that was because it was a lot better than I even like suspected it to be. So you know what, your taste means something when it comes to television shows. So I'll listen to you.
Yeah, I take my time. I'm not going to recommend something like usually I'm discerning, but I'm not going to let you like fully go after something unless I'm sure ahead of time. So Bleach, Chainsaw Man, I think you'd really like because Chainsaw Man's good, but I think the dub's a little bit farther out on that.
Yeah.
But
I gotta wait for that dub. I need like the final place that notifies me when the dubs are out. I need that. I need like a full on page. Dubs are ready. Go check it out. I need that.
I mean, you could become that source. That could be...
I might be saying it. I might have to, right?
All right. Well, remember, you can follow me around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com, Twitter at Anton6 with 3 X's, Instagram, Anton the number 6 with 2 X's. D, where can people find you?
You can find me at FTO Nerd Talk, FTONerdTalk.com. You can find me anywhere you find FTO Nerd Talk, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Vero, YouTube, almost at 1,000 followers on YouTube. What?
Oh, shit.
Right? Get that, right? Get that monetization. Things are changing in FTO. You better be prepared for it. That's my movie announcer voice. I'm excited. I really am.
All right. And the one thing, people go check out my latest tweet. It probably won't be my latest tweet. Go to my media, it'll be my latest picture. It's just a cool picture I took today out and about in Atlanta. So,
Oh, the picture of the what was it? It was a poll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With some stickers attached to it.
Yeah.
See how I'm hyping it up without talking about what it was. Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta go check it out to know the context. Yeah.
I think like the composition was really good, and like I was like, iPhone cameras like are the shit for a reason, because this is one of those like hashtag shot on iPhone type pictures, like the way like the subject is focused and everything. I just thought it was a really good picture.
Right on. Definitely check it out. Make sure you follow Anton6 on this page also. That's with 3 6s. Always
3 6s, not 3 6s. 3 X's in the 6.
It's been a long day.
All right. Well, we'll call it here. Until next time, keep it cheesy.
And take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTO Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTO Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.